What if everything you thought you knew about your marriage was a lie? Get ready for a story that will break your heart, but also inspire you to believe in the power of resilience and new beginnings. An incredibly moving story about Carolyn, a woman whose life took an unexpected and devastating turn. Carolyn was the epitome of a loving and devoted wife. Carolyn noticed a change in Mark's behavior. He was more distant, less attentive, and often preoccupied with his phone. He started working late more frequently, offering vague excuses that Carolyn initially accepted without question. Carolyn confronted Mark, who initially denied everything, but eventually confessed to the affair. He begged for forgiveness, claiming it was a mistake and that he still loved her. But the damage was done. She moved into a small apartment in the city, hoping that a change of scenery would help her heal. She decided to pursue her lifelong dream, opening her own bookstore. With the support of her friends and family, she secured a small loan and found a charming location in a vibrant neighborhood. She poured her heart and soul into creating a welcoming and inviting space for book lovers. She curated a diverse collection of books, organized author events, and created a cozy reading nook where customers could relax and escape into the world of literature. Her bookstore became a haven for the community, a place where people could connect, learn, and find solace in the written word. Caroline's passion and dedication shone through, and her bookstore quickly became a beloved local institution. Through her work, she found a new sense of purpose and fulfillment, proving to herself that she could thrive on her own. She started attending therapy sessions to process her emotions and learn healthy coping mechanisms. Her therapist helped her understand that Mark's betrayal was not a reflection of her worth as a person. She started to focus on self-care, taking long walks in the park, reading inspiring books, and spending time with supportive friends. She also joined a support group for women who had experienced infidelity, where she found comfort and understanding in sharing her experiences with others. Slowly but surely, Carolyn began to heal. She realized that she couldn't change the past, but she could control her future. She started to explore new hobbies and interests, rediscovering passions she had long forgotten. She took a pottery class, learned to play the guitar, and even started writing her own short stories. The trust was irrevocably broken, and Carolyn knew she could never look at him the same way again. She felt like she was living in a nightmare, unable to escape the vivid image of Mark with the other woman. Sleep offered no respite as her mind replayed the scene over and over again. She lost her appetite, and her once vibrant personality faded into a dull and lifeless shell. Her friends and family rallied around her, offering support and comfort, but Carolyn felt utterly alone. She couldn't understand how someone she loved so deeply could betray her in such a callous way. The pain was so intense that she questioned her own worth, wondering what she had done to deserve such heartbreak. She began to isolate herself, pushing away those who cared about her, unable to bear their pity or advice. However, as the weeks passed, her intuition began to scream louder, and she couldn't live with that pain and resentment. The divorce process was emotionally draining, filled with legal battles and painful confrontations. She had to sell their house, dividing their assets and separating their lives. It was a painful reminder of the life they had built together and the dreams they had shared. As she packed her belongings, memories flooded her mind, happy moments, shared laughter, and promises of forever. But these memories were now tainted by the knowledge of Mark's deceit. She felt like she was losing not only her husband, but also her best friend and her entire future. The divorce left her feeling lost and adrift, unsure of who she was or what she wanted. She had to rebuild her life from scratch, piece by piece, and find a new sense of purpose and identity. It was a daunting task, but Carolyn was determined to emerge from this ordeal stronger and more resilient. She couldn't shake the feeling that something was amiss. She tried to talk to Mark about her concerns, but he dismissed them, accusing her of being paranoid and insecure. He skillfully deflected her questions and reassured her of his unwavering love and commitment. Carolyn, wanting to believe him, pushed her doubts aside, hoping that it was just a temporary phase. She didn't want to be the jealous or suspicious wife, so she tried to trust him, despite the nagging feeling in her gut. But the universe has a way of revealing the truth, no matter how hard someone tries to hide it. A chance encounter and a careless mistake would soon expose Mark's deceit and shatter Carolyn's world beyond repair. This revelation would force her to confront the painful reality that her marriage was built on a foundation of lies. She poured her heart and soul into her marriage, always putting her husband's needs before her own. She packed his favorite sandwich and drove to his workplace, her heart filled with anticipation. However, when she arrived, she was met with an unexpected and devastating sight. As she approached his office, she saw him inside, locked in a passionate embrace with another woman. Carolyn's world stopped. Time seemed to stand still as she witnessed the ultimate betrayal. The woman was a colleague of Mark's, someone Carolyn had met at a company party. The realization that Mark had been lying to her and cheating on her with someone she knew sent a shockwave through her body. She felt like she had been punched in the gut, struggling to breathe and comprehend what she was seeing. Tears streamed down her face as she stumbled backward, unable to confront them. The pain was unbearable, a sharp and agonizing ache that ripped through her soul. In that moment, Caroline's illusions shattered, and her once perfect world crumbled before her eyes. Living in a cozy suburban neighborhood in America, they seemed to have the perfect life. A beautiful home, a comfortable lifestyle, and what appeared to be an unbreakable bond. Little did Carolyn know, a storm was brewing beneath the surface, one that would shatter her world and force her to confront the harsh reality of betrayal. Her unwavering trust and belief in her husband would soon be tested in the most unimaginable way, leaving her questioning everything she thought she knew about love and commitment. This is a story about heartbreak, resilience, and the courage to rebuild after everything falls apart. Prepare to be emotionally invested as we delve into Caroline's journey from devastation to the hopeful pursuit of a new and brighter future. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm sharing a deeply personal. She worked diligently at a local bookstore, finding solace in the pages of countless stories, never imagining that her own life would soon resemble a tragic novel. Every morning, she would lovingly prepare breakfast for her husband, Mark, packing him a lunch and sending him off to work with a kiss and a promise to see him later. She cherished these small moments of connection, believing that they were the foundation of their strong and enduring marriage. In the evenings, she would eagerly await his return, planning delicious meals and creating a warm and inviting atmosphere for them to unwind together. She genuinely believed that they were partners in life, sharing a deep and unbreakable bond. Mark always seemed appreciative and loving, further reinforcing Caroline's belief that she had found her forever. The thought that he could ever betray her never even crossed her mind. This seemingly perfect facade masked a hidden truth, a secret that would soon come crashing down, forever altering the course of Caroline's life. The betrayal wasn't just a simple mistake. It was a calculated act that would leave Caroline reeling and questioning everything she had ever known. Caroline's days were filled with a quiet routine. The first crack in their seemingly perfect facade appeared subtly. The truth unraveled on a seemingly ordinary afternoon. Caroline decided to surprise Mark at his office with lunch, hoping to rekindle their connection. The aftermath of the discovery was a blur of pain, anger, and disbelief. Caroline made the difficult decision to end her marriage. She knew that staying with Mark would be a constant reminder of his betrayal. After the divorce, Caroline struggled to cope with her newfound freedom and the overwhelming loneliness that consumed her. Caroline began to embrace her independence and started to see the opportunities that lay ahead. Years passed, and Caroline blossomed into a confident and independent woman. She was no longer defined by her past heartbreak, but by her resilience and strength. She had built a successful business, cultivated meaningful friendships, and discovered a newfound appreciation for life. She learned to love herself again and to trust her own judgment. And share this video with anyone who might need to hear this message today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. One day, while attending a book festival, she met a kind and genuine man, David. He was drawn to her warmth, intelligence, and infectious enthusiasm. They struck up a conversation, and Carolyn found herself opening up to him in a way she hadn't done with anyone since Mark. David was understanding, supportive, and respectful. He didn't judge her past, but admired her strength and resilience. They started dating, and Carolyn slowly began to let her guard down. She realized that she was capable of loving again, and that she deserved to be happy. David proved to be a true partner, someone who cherished her for who she was and supported her dreams. Carolyn's story is a testament to the power of resilience and the possibility of finding happiness after heartbreak. It shows that even in the face of betrayal, it is possible to heal, rebuild, and create a fulfilling life. Have you ever experienced something similar? How did you cope? I'd love to hear your stories and insights. She found love again, not as a replacement, but as a testament to her ability to open her heart. She became an advocate for women who had experienced infidelity, sharing her story to inspire hope and encourage them to seek help. Her journey reminds us that we are stronger than we think, and that even in the darkest of times, there's always light to be found. So if you're going through a difficult time, remember Caroline's story and know that you are not alone. You have the strength within you to overcome any obstacle and create a life filled with joy and purpose. And that's Caroline's incredible story. What did you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video if you found it inspiring. Comment with your thoughts, subscribe to my channel for more uplifting content,